Okay. Welcome to ZW Cricket Fans Show. I've got a happy-looking pair of Pardie and Prince with me. Gents, how are you feeling? We won by an innings and 85 runs, and I think it's the biggest win that we've ever had. How are you feeling?
I think ecstatic. I mean, this was probably one of our most clinical performance in a very long time. I mean, it's starting to show that if you play with the bigger boys, when you come down to your level, there's a big difference in how we played. Last year we were being battered against the big sides. Now we were playing last test match. We beat Afghanistan by an innings. This time as well, same thing. So, I mean, things are looking up for our cricket as well in general. I mean, kudos to the boys and, the whole backroom staff, the team selection as well. I think this was sort of a perfect test match in the way we played and applied ourselves.
Yeah,
Nice. Any thoughts?
and to be honest, I was one of the skeptical ones. I wasn't really impressed by the squad that was picked. However, we managed to get the win, and I was happy that we managed to win. But I was really skeptical, to be honest, because I wasn't happy with some of the selections. But eventually, we won by an innings, and it's our biggest win. So I'm really happy, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a very good win, and seems like the team selection of having those four seamers, it was really nasty to the Bangladeshis. They couldn't handle the four seam attack. So I think in the first innings we had Newman picking up four, and this time it was Musa picking up 4 wickets, as well as Ngarava picking up 3 wickets, and Newman also chipping in with 2. So yeah, I think the seamers, they complemented each other well.
Yeah, our sim attack was really good, but before I talk about our sim attack, I have to talk about Innocent Kaia. Boy, what a knock from the guy. He went away and you worked on his game. Comes back, he scores his maiden century, and in style also. So I was really happy for Ino. We've been calling for Ino to come back in the squad because he's been working and the results have been telling, and you know he was selected and he delivered. So that was a really good knock from Ino. Yeah, our pace attack really did well. Like I was saying, I was really skeptical. I was saying, what is Newman doing? But in the first innings, he picked up 4 wickets. I was happy, like at least he delivered. Though his line and length sometimes was erratic, but he managed to pick up the wicket.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, though he was expensive, he was the expensive one, but he picked up wickets. It eventually bowled out Bangladesh for 140. Just to imagine, this is the Bangladesh that was wreaking havoc against Australia just a couple of weeks or a month ago. So I was really happy. They complemented each other. Musa is always good. He's always good, Musa. And even Richie did well. Even Brad. Everyone was, perfect. Actually, everyone did well. So we can't really pick this or this, but overall, I was happy with our sim attack.
yeah. So would you maintain the same attack going into the ODI, or because conditions are different for the ODI, you change up things?
I mean, for ODIs, I think the last team that played against Sri Lanka, there was a lot of promise there. And I think for Newman, I feel like he's proven a lot of people wrong in this test match. And obviously there's still room for improvement, but he's still young. So definitely he's gonna improve, but there is something there. The first inning, even he was causing problems. It was a dropped catch as well. I think Curran dropped one off of Newman's bowling. So he could have easily had a fifer. So
Yeah,
he really played well. I mean, Richie as well. I mean, his test bowling has come under criticism, but the past 2 tests, he's been fantastic as well. And for the ODIs, I'm not sure because you also have an option of picking either Maposa or Newman. So it would be either of the two. Brad obviously comes in. And then on the batting side, I think, is Raza in the team for the ODI side?
Yeah,
I haven't seen the squad for the ODI. Have you seen it, Pardie?
it's not yet out. You know how ZC does it things. It will come out 3 days before the match or a day up before the match. But what I heard, if I'm correct,
Yeah.
Raza is only going to come during the 20s and captain the side since he is already here. So yeah, so I'm not sure. Grapevine and so I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, it will be interesting to
Yeah,
see.
but but if you remember, like Prince said, against Sri Lanka, I think that was one of our best squads in a very long time. We lost, but no one was, no one was really hurt by the loss because we lost with our best side. I'm for losing with our best side. So we picked, I think, one of our, the best side we have. We lost, but we played well. So I think this time probably, obvious. I don't think you go with Nyamhuri. I don't think Nyamhuri. I think it's like I was saying, his line and length is a bit erratic, and we he can cost us really bad in the ODI. Yes, he has been working on his game, but he's not yet ready. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe you'll go with Maposa, and I wouldn't mind that. So we'll see how it goes once the squad is announced.
Yeah. So in terms of the batting that happened in our first innings, of course, we had the highlight of Innocent's innings, and then we had Ben supporting the opening stand. He only got to 42, but it was a good start for the boys. But yes, Brendan Taylor, Tony Brendan.
To be honest, when it comes to this game, not everyone can score 50, guys. I
Yeah.
think for this game, there were more positives than not. Brendan, he brings a lot of experience to the side. We might not see it maybe in terms of the batting output, but there's obviously a reason why he's in the setup. And I mean, the guys are performing. Obviously, he didn't score a lot of runs, but we only batted once. But I think it's all right to just have him around the test side until they give him a consultant role or a batting role. But I don't think he should play every game as well. I was also impressed by Wessly. I mean, Wessly shut a lot of people up. I was hoping he gets to a century, but I was a bit unhappy about the way, our tail behaved. Also Wessly as well, because I mean, if you're trying to score 100, there is no need to rotate strike. When you know that the Taiju is bowling and taking wickets almost every over. So I think we still need, to work on our situational and game awareness as a team.
But on the tail, I don't know if Pardie, you can say something on this. On the tail, if you look at England, if you look at Australia, if you look at India, if you look at, in terms of the tail, the boys they at least contribute my 10 or my 20 and stuff. Maybe there will be one or two, I know they go below 10, my 5, my 6. But we can't have a situation whereby all the tail, none got more than 5 runs. And I think as a professional cricketer, you have to have some basics that you have, even if you're a tail end batsman, in terms of just being able to block, maybe. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like Prince is saying, Madhevere had like the chance to score 100, but our tail, it's been our problem. We don't bet deep as a squad. We only have 3, 4 guys at the top. After that, it's disaster. So our tail, Madhevere should have kept strike. Maybe give Musa or Richie 1 or 2 balls, but you can't give Musa to face 4 balls in an over or Richie. Yeah, so I heard someone saying Richie loves the strike so much,
Right.
but you can't do that. He is the best man in the team, so he had to control the game. You play 4 balls, 5 balls, then you rotate strike. 1 ball you give to Richie or Musa, then they block. He might have scored 100, but
Yeah.
I was really disappointed, like Prince is saying. They should have managed the game much better than the way he did at the end of the innings.
Yeah. And it was just unfortunate for Tika the run out after the miscommunication with.
Yeah, miscommunication. You're just coming in and you haven't warmed up yet. First ball,
Yeah.
you hit the ball, you try to go for two. That was a disaster. For crying loud,
Again,
for crying out loud, it's a test match. You are not in a rush. You warm up, then do whatever you need to do later. But anyway, it happened. It's a game
that's,
of
Yeah,
cricket.
definitely.
I
it's
think
the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing
Yeah,
with our when it comes to our match awareness,
yeah,
situational awareness. If you're playing against a good side, they'll punish you.
yeah,
For such errors. If you play Australia and New Zealand, they once you give them an opportunity like that, they'll make sure that you pay for it. So there's still a few things that we need to iron out, especially Tsika, because I mean his best score, he's played almost 10 test matches. His best score is 33. This was an opportunity to, stake a claim because you can't be selected as a specialist keeper, unfortunately. We can't do that. We have the
yeah,
likes of Marumani, they're waiting in the wings. Because
yeah,
this might sound a bit left field, but I think if Marumani had come in at that particular moment,
yeah,
probably would have gotten a 20 or a 30 or even a 40, you know. But it was unfortunate for Tsika. Hopefully he gets another opportunity. But with the way the guys in Zime are playing, I think if you're the coach, you have nice headaches,
yeah.
because everyone's performing. So everyone knows, because Innocent was not in the ODI side, but
Mhm.
he probably needs to come in. So who's gonna go out?
Yeah, it's a nice headache to have.
no one
Well, I
really
mean,
needs
Sean
to go
Williams is
out.
willing to stay.
Innocent will just slot in. Williams is no longer with us. It's a beautiful headache, but the problem with our team, we don't bet deep. That's the problem. We don't bet deep. And that's a problem
Yeah,
for the longest time. Like you're saying, Tsiga, a wicket keeper all over the world. We know in some teams, there are even openers. We used to have Andy. Andy would open, Andy would come in at 3. But you can't say that with Tsiga. He owes us a lot. We can't have a specialist wicket keeper. It's better to bring in Maru. We know he either gives you 100 or he gives you a 0. It's much better than having someone, it's really hard. So he needs to up his game. Like Prince is saying that it was his chance to score maybe a 40 or a 50, to redeem himself. Well, it is what it is.
maybe the problem with dropping Tika now is the performances that he's been having. Logan Cup has been so good, and he has a very good average. So I think if we are gonna go by merit based selection, maybe we would say deserve to be selected, but it's tricky.
It's tough. It's a tough one because you can perform. I mean, score runs locally, but how many test matches has he betted? How many? What's the likeliest score that he gets? We've been making excuses that he usually comes in with the tail. He had a perfect
Mm.
opportunity with Ervine to score some runs, but he didn't take it. Same thing. We used to have Gumbi as well. He used to, perform extremely well locally, and then you come to the national team. There's
Yeah,
added pressure with the Zim team. I was watching just before this, the West Indies. They were talking about the players who are more likely to come in the next series that they're playing, and
yeah,
most of them have more than 1,500 first class runs. You can't say that for most of our boys. So let's have people score runs. You see, Kaia went away for a couple of years, scored runs, a lot of runs, and he came back, and you see it's showing. But let's stop this thing, Kuti, when someone has one good season. We now put them in the spotlight, and then they don't perform. Because I feel like international cricket is a big step from our Logan Cup, because our league is not the best as well. So I think for Tsiga, maybe it doesn't have too many chances left.
Yeah,
yeah,
his time is ticking. I remember I once said this in one of the podcasts. I don't know when he was selected. I think the Bangladesh series in Bangladesh, where there was
yeah,
Mayavo and Tsiga. Mayavo kept in the first game and he dropped the number of catches. And I'd said prior to its beginning, I said to someone, it's either a make or break for Mayavo and Tsiga. If Mayavo
yeah,
does well in the first test, he's going to keep for Zimbabwe for a long time. But if it doesn't, and if Tsiga does well, he's going to keep for a long time. But now Tsiga's time is running out. Yes, like you are saying, we can't have a specialist keeper. Soon enough, if he doesn't perform with the bet, I'm telling you, 3-4 tests down the line, you'll be out of the squad. He needs to pick up his game. Yeah, we can't have a specialist keeper, especially when we can't bet deep and
Even for yeah, it's lost it. Even for Mayabo, I think it was unfortunate. It goes back to saying that, you know, Tinevan really good, we give too many chances and some that we give very few chances to. Because Mayabo didn't do too badly with the bet in that game. I think he scored 36 in the first innings. I think almost 40 in the second innings. We got like 80. Obviously, it's not that great, but it didn't keep well. But I think that was his first or second test match. And then after that, completely chucked out of the test setup, which in my opinion, it's not fair. Because how many chances has Tsiga gotten? You know, it's not fair. It supports that statement of you know, other people from a certain area getting more chances than others.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. So it was the first game for Richie as a captain. He came up with a win. Is it too early to judge his captains in terms of decision making, situational analysis, and stuff, or we have to see when tough challenges come?
I think it was a great first challenge, and you know, it's our biggest win in Test cricket, so we can't take any of that away from him. I mean, it was a good performance, solid one, and we didn't see too many bad decisions, except with the bat towards the end. But I feel like, you know, also we only used 4 bowlers this Test match. I mean, credit to him. Because Bangladesh is not a small team by any chance. I think we're now at 50-50 in Test cricket in terms of matches won against each other. So it was a good test and you won. Obviously, it's still too soon to call with regards to the captaincy. But right now, there's not much to critique, really. I'm not sure what you think about it, but there's not much to critique. I mean, it did well. Even the bowling changes, you know, everyone was being switched around properly and they did the business.
Yeah, that I think it's too early to judge him. So for now, we just have to upload what he did with the bowling changes and stuff. I did hear them on the stump mic. I think Wessly was on the other side and he was on this side. They were trying to communicate. Wessly City tried to hold it or meet out and I saw, but it seems both boys, Musa and Richie, did not really listen to us.
That's another thing. I remember we had a test match. No, the T20 2022 World Cup. I'm not sure if you remember, against Bangladesh, whereby Richie came in, hit 2 sixes. I think we needed 4 from 4 balls, whatever. And then there was a set batsman on the other side. We just needed to just get ones and twos. Try to go for a 6. We lost the game. So, you know, also seniority is your captain. There's not really much that Wessly can do except Kumnyima strike. You know, there's not really much. I mean, I don't know the power dynamics in the setup, but I feel like, and you know, if it's a senior batsman, you know, telling you, listen, you just buckle down and I'll score the runs. You know, you should listen, because what was it? There was no need to play the shot that he played. And it really worries me because we usually have those games which have fine margins. That's how we lose most of the times. We've seen so many times when we've had heartbreaking moments. And I think it helps to have the likes of, you know, Taylor and Ervine in that team to just bring a bit of, you know, to bring a bit of calmness and leadership. Because if you saw how our Slack played, I mean, you can't even tell that he's 40.
Yeah, that was a very composed.
It looked very good. And I heard people say, I'm not sure how you feel about this, saying Slug and Taylor need to find Rakub, but their time is up. I don't know what your opinion is on that one.
I think, as we said last time, those who are below him, he have to change the selectors in such a way that the selectors will have no choice but to pick the younger ones. So, say if Slago doesn't play during that game, the young person who's gonna come in his place has to deliver and perform like what Innocent has done this time. No one can drop him from the position that he is in, because he comes in and he delivers. So I do think yes, we need that succession planning. I wouldn't play both of them if it was me. I wouldn't play both of them in one game. And as of now, because Slago is the one who has had a longer time or a more consistent run in the team, I'll keep him in the side. Brendan, I would thank him very much and give him a coaching role. Because I had most of the youngsters who come for my interviews, Bennett was saying how much Brendan helps him in terms of tips and stuff. So he's very useful in the camp. In a game where we need runs and currently he's not producing, it's difficult to justify him being there.
He's probably getting the Jordan Henderson treatment in the English side in football.
But you know, with Hendo, okay, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I may be biased. But with Hendo has been playing 90 minutes every game for Brentford, and he's been really performing well for Brentford. He's been a key part of the squad at Brentford, so it justifies. But Taylor in the domestic scene, did he pull any tricks?
No.
Yeah, so
For Taylor, I think let's just give the spot to someone. The challenge is who. That's the biggest challenge that we have. I mean, with Nagvi, I think at this point, actually we are there because what's going on? It's been 3 years now. you know, what we need. But you were saying before we left, we need all rounders. We're in a shortfall of all rounders.
I hear that Newman is an all-rounder. I don't know if it's true or not. I hear
No,
that is an all.
I mean all rounders in the vein of if you look at Test cricket, India is Jadeja. He can win you
Yeah,
games with
yeah,
both bat and ball. England had Stokes before they chased him out. If you look at even South Africa, Marco Jansen has become that guy. They used to have Jacques Kallis. We
yeah.
need someone.
Even Bosch.
Yes, we have Raza, but not in Test cricket. He hasn't been that great and consistently playing in the Test side. So we need someone who can win games with both bat and ball. Newman is still
So
young. Actually, if he works on his game, he can do a job for us. Even Maposa is impressed with the bat. I think he scored a nice 75 for the ZIMBABWE
yeah,
late last year. So if probably can work more in his batting and bowling, he can be that person for us who can win games.
if we're gonna be looking for a world class all round, I don't know if there are any current players who are gonna be.
Brad Evans has shown glimpses. You can't expect him, when you are 6-7 down to come in and score a century and win you a test match. So we need people like that. We just don't have enough batsmen.
Yeah, because Kudara, you'd know there's a streaky who's coming. He's
Yes.
gonna have his 50, 60 down there,
I mean, take 2-3 wickets.
and you take yeah.
Even for spinners, if Wessly, buckles down and also focuses on his bowling, he's a direct
Yeah,
replacement for Sean Williams. If he
yeah,
continues playing, he can
yeah,
be a
yeah.
direct replacement.
Probably, yeah, probably Wesley. Yeah. I think maybe Wesley. I don't know how much Brian has been working on his bowling as well. Because the batting we know is good.
I think Brian is fine batting. I don't mind him batting. Maybe coming in just bowling 1-2 overs like what Joru does. I don't mind that.
Okay.
We don't want to burden him.
Yeah, because we need him. We need his runs.
Because you see how he plays. If we burden him, he's going to need to adjust his game. And that's how
Yeah.
a lot of batsmen lose it. So I think on the right track. I mean, it's a big win for us. Under 3 days, we had said 4 days last time. I mean, under 3 days, rolled over Bangladeshi side. Also, it's gonna it's gonna send a message to the Michael Athertons. We're bashing the idea of adding the likes of Zimbabwe onto the World Test Championship cycle.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that we are now competing. T20, we have raised our profile. Yeah, yeah. Test, we have beaten Bangladesh, which has been causing trouble. We beat Afghanistan convincingly. So it shows that we are.
I think we need to face West Indies and then face Pakistan in tests. I think those should be good challenges. Because
Yeah,
even England, I feel like the boys last year had a bit of stage fright and probably not as well polished as they were.
yeah, they were not used.
I think against this current English side, they would, especially with how erratic Basbo is, would probably give them a run for their money.
Yeah, yeah. On a good day, yeah, we can. I think, yeah, we we definitely can. Given our form, we definitely can. And do you know of any planned tests with Ireland as well?
I'm hoping we have one because Ireland is on the rise as well, and we've never beaten them. They've
Yeah,
beaten us twice in 3 games, I think. I think we need one against them. Hopefully in Belfast, so that we can probably go and watch.
yeah.
We need more test matches, I feel, because we need to play at least 10 or 12 every year. I know it's expensive, but the boys need that.
Yeah, yeah, and it shows with the more games that they are playing, the more we are seeing some
Because if they
improvements
play
in our.
now and then they play another test match in December, we can't
Then you lose all the momentum.
judge anything. I mean, last year was a great year, but we need to carry on that momentum. I heard there's a try series with Pakistan.
And Ireland, I think.
That should be a good one.
Yeah, it will be a good one.
And for me as well, I'm a fan of ODI cricket, but I feel we don't play much of that. It's like a dying version of the game.
Yeah,
It's not being
because
played as much.
yeah, it's not being
Anyway,
played as much. Yeah, but maybe because of the upcoming World Cup, many teams will be wanting to prepare in our conditions, so we're likely to have visitors and stuff.
I think speaking of that, I feel like these T20 leagues are ruining international cricket. And the amount of money that they pay
Hmm.
does not justify anyone saying, you know what, I'll go and play for my country. So you saw how during even even the likes of Australia, they no longer care about international cricket.
No, they don't.
Except for the only team that seems to care is India about international. The other teams in England as well. But the other team, they're focused on the leagues. I feel like ICC needs to come up with an idea of making cricket.
Maybe
Yeah, and putting some sort of oversight on these leagues because cricket needs to grow, but these leagues are not growing cricket because it's the same players playing in 10 different leagues.
exactly.
Why not make it like Kubor? And I know it's yeah, because you have the same guys playing. If you watch the UAE league, the ILT20, same players. You go to the Caribbean, it's same players. You go to IPL, it's the same players. You go to PSL, obviously there are no Indians. Same applies in IPL for Pakistanis, but it's literally the same
It's
people.
the same players.
If
And
you go to the SA league, same thing.
It blocks my paths for players like Zimbabwean players who are trying to rise. They are blocked their paths by the bigger nation.
And the fact that, you have Mumbai Indians, Cape Town, it just takes power away from, the governing bodies of that country. You can't have Mumbai Indians, London, Mumbai Indians. It doesn't make sense because it over centralizes the game. And then it does that.
Yeah, those Indian franchises, they are now like cartels. They're like Escobars.
They do whatever they want. They do whatever they want.
So much power. And Wakakumaka, if you're a player, if you rub them the wrong way, you won't play in SA, you won't play in England, you won't play in MLS, you won't play
Play even in the Canadian one, yeah. It's cricket is not moving forward. I feel other sports are opening it up, for everyone. But in cricket, we have people who like it to be for a certain group of people, and it's
Yeah,
quite sad. I mean, we saw in the World Cup that there's countries who can really, if given the time and opportunity,
given
like
the chance.
to Afghanistan, they can have, because it would be nice to watch maybe a 25 team World Cup.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Open the game up. Open the game up. See the excitement that's in football right now. A big team playing the Cape Verdes. Mm,
The Paraguays, they're doing the business. But we can't have that in cricket. We can't.
yeah.
So, I mean, good win for Zim. I mean, also another thing, like, how does cricket make money? Like, for example, in Zimbabwe games, how much revenue is ZC generating? Talk on out, hey, vanopiwa mari ene, chi. But what are they doing to commercialize and make sure that the game is attractive to sponsors? It's also attractive to the consumers. What are we doing?
For cricket,
Because we can't go on shitty $2 or Mahara cricket. It
so
doesn't
that
help
people
anyone.
come. I guess maybe the problem is we build from the top, then try to go down. We should be building from the bottom. So if I was ZC, I would be starting from schools cricket is the first stage of competitive cricket for most cricket players. So from schools cricket, let's have interest in that schools cricket from parents, from all stakeholders getting involved from down. You remember what they did with rugby with Kotko, Mazrae Kotko. Used to be a big thing on the calendar of the national calendar. The same thing with sports like what American football. The college system is a big thing. Big sponsors come into the college system because they hype it up from there, or they televise it from there. So I think if cricket is to grow, let's go down and invest into that school system. Have competitive leagues. I think last time Lloyd was saying we have the best cricket weather in the world.
In the world.
Exactly. So let's utilize it.
And the fan base as well. Our fan base is not bad at all.
Exactly.
Because if you look at South Africa, I have friends who play in in the Varsity Cup broadcast, and even the winning bonuses, they're quite nice because
Yeah.
there's investment into the game. So I feel like for ZC, some of the money, yes, last year they did a tremendous job, but
Yeah.
let's try and make our cricket commercially viable and attractive. Because if you're 23, 24-year-old and you can't break into Tuskers or Eagles, and you don't have a job, you've no ways of making money from the game.
Mm.
So that's probably where some of the some of the talented people end up, doing something else and getting a job and all of that, and that kills the game. And the fact that yes, our local league gets broadcasted on YouTube, but back in the day we used to have Stanbic T20.
Yeah.
It was broadcast even on SuperSport.
Yeah.
No, we need to
Yeah.
get those TV deals. Same thing applies Neko Bora.
Exactly.
All these Mbingas, they're putting money in, but how much money is being generated from the actual game?
Now yeah, I wonder how how we can attribute that to lack of organization in terms of administration, or the economy just not being big enough to enable companies who can be viable enough to be able to sponsor that way.
I think it's a bit of both, because if you go and watch St. George's T20, there's sponsors there. So definitely
Yeah,
the money is there.
they're falling all over each other to
Yes,
sponsor.
so the money. So it's not a money issue. I think
the
it's an organizational issue and administration. Like you're saying, we use top down. We don't fix things from the bottom because we need to generate revenue. That's the whole point. Of
I was
of,
telling
of
someone,
cricket.
the problem or the sometimes the difference that is there between some leagues and, for example, the EPL, the league, is the EPL, they are not just selling the football. It's now a complete product that they are selling.
Yes.
The complete product, which is a big ecosystem. So sponsors find it easy to come in there because there's so much opportunities for eyeballs, right? So there are so many things that you need to do. My build ups, the Kubora, they should be doing my build up. So I attended it, like just say my programs, my G, like conversations like we do have. These things should be there with sponsors, see, behind
Exactly.
them. Yeah, that's how you get the eyeballs. So yeah.
Because I think we really, in terms of commercial viabilities in cricket, I mean, people didn't get the jerseys until after the World Cup.
Which is unforgivable,
Come
really
on, guys. If you're having your best
unforgivable.
tournament, the jerseys should have been out December, January, then February. You know, same thing,
Zim
Neko Bora.
cricket, exactly. Zim cricket needs this. I don't know how. I don't know. Ramon or not. Let us say, because these days it's very easy to. It's a shop, banana shop, right? And you have your own shop there. You put my jerseys. People order online. They get delivered. You don't really have to do
Everywhere.
much.
Exactly. Or just
You don't really have to do
obtain
much.
a website. Just get a website.
Yes, people buy
Like
online.
AFCON, we couldn't get jerseys.
Yeah, what? Because this thing yakuti endai ku shop yedu
Number
kwakati or
30,
number 30. Oh, guys, this
shop
day and
number
age,
35, Tongo Gara, and get you.
uh,
Come on.
we can't be doing that.
What are we doing? What are we doing? You know, there needs to be an area of seriousness amongst, making the game commercially viable. No. Also, we
Yeah,
have one of the nicest kits in cricket.
yeah, it's a beautiful kit, and if I've seen comments online. Many people love that kit from all over the world.
So if you're ZC, what you just need to do, just get a website, Isa's by shipping. Because what's the point of marketing department? What's the point?
I don't know what they're doing.
It does.
I don't know Mniya employee or how much return are they bringing to the organization.
Let's start my replica to create my replica, 3-tier
Mm.
replica system like in football. You have, your premium
Yeah,
jerseys, your
yeah,
low, what to cater for everyone. Because obviously our economy is not, is not the
yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah.
It's-
Yeah, we have
They
to
need
understand.
we need a structure, even for our football jerseys. Say you put out those jerseys, you say it's $50.
Yeah,
But ordinary Zimbabwean fan struggles to go and pay $3 on a game. What you need to create a market for them as well. Just like
exactly,
how you have with football jerseys everywhere.
exactly.
I think we naturally and from a leadership and business perspective, there's still a lot that we need to do
Yeah,
in
there's
order
a
to
lot
grow
that
our
we need.
game.
Yeah.
Because the
Anyway,
sponsor loyalty, what's the point of having my thing on your t-shirt when you're not even selling it?
yeah, 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 that's true. Anyway, yeah, I think it's been a good day, despite the gloom and doom that we ended up discussing.
It's
uh,
been a great
it's been
day.
a good day, a great day. Yeah, day 3, you can't ask for so much more. So yeah, so congrats to Z Cricket. We'll be watching you from Monday for the ODIs. Yeah, hopefully we keep in the same vein. And remember, Bangladesh will be out to revenge. So what the coaching staff need to do, what I've to quote Jürgen Klopp, he says, when you get a win, if you're a coach, you should not get too excited.
Yes.
If you lose, you must not be too downcast. What you need to be doing is to analyze every little thing, obsessed with the detail, that what could we have done better even if we won. And yeah, hopefully that's what they are going to be doing.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I mean, you've nailed it in the head. Hopefully, we've had our best World Cup ever. We've now
Yeah,
also had our biggest win in Test cricket. So things are really looking up. If we can just sort out, the business side of things,
yeah.
It could be in for a great decade of cricket because we're really taking steps in the right direction. I think we'll probably talk just before once it's announced, and then we see the signature. But it's been great. It's been a lovely 3 days of Test cricket. It's unfortunate that we won 5 days, but a win is a win.
A win is a win. Yeah. By the way, we're talking about grassroots. I saw some NPL games for the underage being played in the past few weeks. Yeah, it's a good thing what they are doing with that.
No, Zim cricket is taking so many steps in the right direction. The leadership. I've had a few conversations with people in the leadership structures. It's in terms of it's one of the. It's probably the best well-run organization. Even if we are no longer having those player welfare problems by people are not being paid on time. You even had sponsors. You even had people being sponsored to stay at the World Cup. So
Yeah.
So there are a lot of positives, but obviously we don't want to get too complacent. There's still so many things that need fixing. But for now, there's been so much improvement, but we need to fix the commercial viability of Zim Cricket as a brand. I mean, we'll do great things.
Yeah, perfect. Pardie, we're about to go, so we'll give you yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any final words that you'd want to say before we go, because you dropped out.
I'm just wishing the boys all the best in their ODI and T20 series. That's all I have to say. I don't want to be skeptical again, but I'm just wishing them all the best.
Yeah, that's perfect. So those who are viewing, those who are watching, do join us in the upcoming discussions. Let's keep the conversations going. Sometimes we won't agree, sometimes we'll agree, but it's all in the love of the game. So all the best. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you.